We are excited about the new teacher backpacks and want to provide a brief overview to help you make the most of them. First, where is it? You can access the teacher backpack by going to your Google Suite and clicking on the waffle. Click More and scroll down until you see the Backpack app. Once inside the teacher backpack, you will see 4 different cards. You have rosters, the teacher backpack, dashboards, and the showcase feedback feature. Click on the teacher backpack. Once you click on the teacher backpack, you will see the landing page for each of the teacher backpacks. Once there, you'll click on the teacher backpack for your specific grade level or content course. I'll start with the first section of the teacher backpack, Curriculum and Instruction. Under the Curriculum and Instruction, if I am a 7th grade teacher whose focus is science, I'll start by clicking on the Instructional Frameworks for Science. The Instructional Frameworks describe what the learning environment should look like. You'll find what teachers should be doing and what students should be doing. In addition to these high-quality practices, the Instructional Framework identifies the key components in the anatomy of a highly effective classroom. Below the Instructional Frameworks, you'll see the Curriculum Frameworks. The Curriculum Frameworks are organized by modules. Modules focus on student-centered learning activities, success skills, and culminate in a performance assessment to demonstrate learning. Within the modules, there are units with a listing of standards, learning targets, questions, and instructional resources that can be used when you are designing lessons. These units are designed to provide the necessary resources when planning using a backward design model. There are also sample assessment items that can help guide the creation of formative assessments. Directly under the Instructional and Curriculum Frameworks, you'll find a link that takes you to short videos on how to use each of the content-specific frameworks. We are in the process of making a video for each content area framework. These will be posted as they are developed. Finally, you will see a link to a protocol that guides you through unpacking the standards and developing a unit of study. This is an easy-to-follow process that will help you get to the heart of the standards while creating high-quality, meaningful learning experiences that intentionally target content standards and our backpack success skills. In the next section of the teacher backpack, you'll find resources for different kinds of assessments. First, you'll find our district assessment landscape page. This provides an overview of different kinds of assessments we use in JCPS, their purposes, and examples of each one. There are many ways to ask students to show what they know and can do, and it's really important that we use a variety of assessments to give us as much information as possible about our students and their learning. Depending on what you are trying to assess, sometimes traditional measures like multiple choice are effective. However, we know the assessment must match the level of the standards being taught. And most standards, especially when part of a larger unit of study, require a much more in-depth demonstration of learning. Following the assessment landscape link, you'll find 2 links to important resources for MAP or Measures of Academic Process. This is the assessment that all students in JCPS grades K through 11th take 3 times each year. The first resource is a goal-setting document, and the other is the full implementation guide. In the guide, you'll find information about the kind of reports MAP provides and step-by-step instructions for how to use that information to create a personalized learning plan for each student. Below the MAP resources, you will find a link to the Design in 5. This is a really good guidebook for designing assessments that match the level of the standards being taught. It is filled with many great ideas for different ways students can provide evidence of their learning far beyond the traditional measures. The link will take you to the website where you will find many free resources from the text. Lastly, in the assessment section, you'll find 3 articles. Quick reads with helpful guidelines and resources for creating robust project and performance-based assessments. The next section of the backpack is where we've placed links to the foundational resources and texts we use in JCPS for specific content areas and recommended practices. These are books helpful to read as a teacher in JCPS. These books also serve as the foundation for the work of our curriculum design and learning innovation team. On the second row of the teacher backpack, you'll see a section for backpack resources, meaning our backpack of success skills. Here, you'll find the new normal, our 2018 publication that provides the why behind the backpack of success skills, exemplars for each of the success skills, and lots more. This is another must read for anyone working with students in JCPS. Next, you'll find a link to our new Backpack of Success Skills website, followed by the Quality Work Protocol. This protocol is something you should use regularly in your school as we continue to focus on creating authentic, meaningful, and engaging learning experiences for our students. After the Quality Work Protocol, you'll find a link to slides containing awesome project-based learning ideas as well as high-quality student products. This is the kind of work we want our students to do. The next link will take you to a 1-point rubric describing what students should know and be able to demonstrate their competency with each of the 5 success skills at each of the 3 key transition points, grades 5, 8, and 12. It will be posted as soon as it is finished. The next 2 documents, the Defense Debrief and the Defense Implementation Success Criteria self-assessment, will be helpful as your school reflects on your students' defenses. Both contain important instructional implementations and key takeaways for all grade levels and courses, even those in the non-defense years. In the next section of the teacher backpack, you'll find racial equity resources. These resources are intended to help ensure we are intentional about building racial equity into our classroom practices and that we are creating an inclusive classroom where all students feel a sense of belonging. You'll find helpful resources for planning here, such as the Affirming Racial Equity tool, as well as other resources we have identified as being essential for every JCPS teacher. In the last section of the teacher backpack, you'll find resources that span all other teacher backpack sections, from the 6 Systems Blueprint 2.0 to the PLC framework to the link of our JCPS Learning Channel and MTSS links. The items you'll find here are essential for meeting each student's needs and creating an effective learning environment so that each child is as successful as he or she can be. Finally, if you have questions about the teacher backpack or if you find an error, please submit that through the link at the bottom of the landing page.